Mr. Glue Guy himself, Zach Lupica.
Yeah. Thank you.
Here for March Madness. First round action. We're getting fired up.
Yeah, we are.
How are we feeling about the bracket this year?
It's the best. I think it's the best week of the year.
It
was always my favorite as a kid. I am still a child at heart. And there's just the games, the excitement, the possibilities,
I know.
the gambling.
The gambling.
The
man.
gambling
Yeah,
is-
the gambling for sure.
It's just, there's no sprint in marathon form in sports like we have for these 4 days of March Madness.
There really isn't.
And
There
it's
really
really
isn't.
special. No.
And like I feel like the week after, you're kind of like, I kind of wish there was a little more basketball.
Yeah.
It's kind of a letdown,
Yeah.
honestly, and
Yeah.
it spoils you.
Mm-hmm. And we're on the West Coast, too, and I've gotten used to the hours where the games start at like 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And then go all the way to 9 p.m.
Right.
And we'll be in Vegas for it, and I'm pretty scared.
It's going to be a scary time for you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a scary time.
Thank God I'm staying home.
Yep.
We are lucky also to work at a company where you can just watch the games all day.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be doing that no matter what.
That's
but
true. It's kind of
it's
like
more
accepted.
here, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have to do it in secret or take off work, which is nice.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How are we feeling about the bracket this year? It felt like there weren't that many like bubble teams left off.
Yeah, I feel like it's top heavy again.
Yeah.
And people last year, there wasn't a lot of upsets, and then
Yep.
people talk about how the NIL era hasn't
Right.
killed Cinderella,
Right.
and it maybe has.
It maybe has, but it could also help. Like I feel like the big teams are taking the best players from like these mid majors,
Yeah.
but then like a guy like who's the guy in Penn? TJ Power.
Yeah.
Like he was on Duke, didn't
Right.
get playing time. Penn pays him and he
Yeah,
goes to Penn.
exactly.
So it's like you could be a stud on a mid major. That's the kind
Definitely.
of guy that I think can swing a game.
Yeah, we definitely have some studs on some like bad teams, which is the best because any guy that like goes out there and makes 10 threes in a game
I love
for a
that.
small school, like you're immortal.
We need Jack
Golke,
Oakland.
Oakland.
We need an Oakland Jack.
I was
Golke
watching
again.
his highlights. I mean,
He
that
was
guy,
unbelievable.
he was flying around screens, not looking at the hoop, and every shot was pure.
That was more impressive than Bam Adebayo's
Yeah.
game by
Oh,
far.
yeah. By far. And no
Hands
one has
down.
any idea who he is, and then the next day, everyone in the world knows who he
He's
is.
the best. Yeah, I mean, best thing that ever happened to him.
It's
honestly. Like, what is he
magical.
doing now? Honestly.
I think he's playing overseas.
Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Same thing with the big guy
Burns.
DJ Burns.
Yeah, I think he plays in
playing
Israel.
overseas. Ooh,
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, hop on top.
Yeah.
I don't know where Golke is.
In the
He's in
opening.
the G League, Golke.
Oh
He
wow.
plays for the Texas Legends.
Good for him.
Yeah,
Bronny.
they got them to the
Bronny's
shooter.
also, by the way, dominated in the G League.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the Twitter algorithm that I'm on.
that's good.
A lot of Bronny.
That's where you want to be.
highlights.
It's all
Yeah.
Bronny.
I mean, I feel like this year, like the biggest concern people had was going to be Miami, Ohio. They did get in for the play-in. I feel like a lot of times with the bubble teams, it's like, I get it, they should be in, but like they're not going to fucking win. So
No.
it's
And they were a perfect storm of like fodder around the bubble because
Yes.
like they had the undefeated season, so everybody wanted to like have a hot take.
right,
But then they lost in the first round of their conference tournament,
which
It's
is
kinda like,
very tough. You
Yeah.
can't have that. You
you
can't,
can't
have that
lose in your
happen.
first game of tournament play, and then it kind of like it's like okay, maybe you guys suck.
Yeah, maybe you aren't actually
Yeah.
that good because they haven't really played anyone. Right?
Yeah, and you had the kid giving the double birds in the last
Right.
game to the crowd, which was electric, which I'm
Pretty
always a
sick.
fan of. Yeah,
Miami,
pretty
Ohio is a fun school.
sick. Yeah, and
Ben
now they're in
Roethlisberger.
the playing game, right?
They're in the playoff
Yeah,
game, so
yeah.
they're playing. I think
Wednesday night.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
So hopefully they get in.
Which is perfect. It'll create some buzz around
Yeah,
that.
people
Win
are
or
gonna watch
lose.
that game.
People either want to bury them or champion them.
There's actually been 2 playing teams that have made it to the Final Four: VCU,
NC State.
and UCLA.
Oh no, not NC State.
UCLA in 2021.
Was the DJ Burns team?
I think they were just an 11 seed.
Okay.
Or maybe they didn't make it to the Final Four.
Yeah, maybe Elite Eight. I don't know. I'm coming off a bachelor party, so my
That's
brain-
all right. Yeah, your brain's a bit of
We're
spaghetti.
getting there. We're putting it back
Spaghetti
there.
brain's coming back.
Yeah, Monday was tough. Tuesday's tough too.
And it doesn't end because
One
you're
foot in
going
front
to
of the
Vegas.
other. Now I go to Vegas tomorrow. It's really testing everything I got.
I just tapped into basketball like last weekend.
Yeah.
I love conference tournament week, but I'm going to need your help a little bit with this. All right.
got
So we're
you.
going to go through some favorites, some sleepers, some Cinderellas,
Okay.
players that are going to change the tournament, and maybe like 1 or 2 glue guys as the glue guy himself.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So let's go through some favorites. Like, who would you not be surprised won the tournament?
I feel like Duke is like as good of a team coming into a tournament as there could be.
Yeah.
Like they have all the metrics, like you read about these Ken Palm ratings.
Sure.
And, like they're all off the charts and everything. I think they lost 2 games this year, both at the buzzer. They have a region where UConn's the 2 seed.
Yep.
It's set up to Duke to play St. John's in the Sweet 16, which would be pretty electric.
That would be sick.
Like Duke is obviously much better, but Pitino coaches St. John's, so
And like St. John's is like scrappy,
Yeah.
plays defense.
Yeah.
Like, you could see that happening.
Yeah, and they have Patino, the godfather of college basketball.
That would be so sick.
Michigan State in that region, but that would be the one team, like, if I had to put all my chips on the table for, it would be Duke.
Is Duke. I feel like that was also the vibe last year, though,
Yeah.
too. And, I mean, honestly, that's the vibe every other year
Yeah.
with Duke.
I mean, last year they had Cooper Flagg and Con Knippel, who were like
Right.
two of the best players
And I don't
in the
know
NBA.
when did they get bounced last
They
year?
lost
Maybe
in the
Sweet
Elite
16?
Eight, I think, to Houston.
Yeah, who ended up almost
Yeah.
winning the national
And they
championship.
choked. They were like
Yeah.
up, and then they kind of blew it at the end, which is obviously what
Yeah.
happens. These are all like 18-year-old kids. But the fact that they had those two guys is pretty insane.
That
because
is
they're
pretty
both
insane.
Disgusting in the
Yeah,
NBA.
who are like having incredible
Yeah, like
seasons so
all-stars.
far. Yeah. I love Cameron Boozer.
Mm-hmm.
I love an NBA guy's son.
Yep.
He also has a twin brother as well. It's kind of
Yeah.
a Brooke Lopez, Robin Lopez situation where
Yep.
like the brother's not as good,
Yep.
but he's still pretty solid.
It's one of those things that makes you feel old too, because
makes you
we
feel
were
so
watching
old.
him play when he was at Duke,
100%.
which is insane.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah, like I distinctly remember Carlos
Yeah,
Boozer.
this is
had,
one of
like,
the first ones. That
He
where
had
I was
like something happened with his beard.
yeah, he definitely.
He like shaved. He did like the Jaylen Brown thing with the shoe polish but
Yeah.
on his beard. Yeah,
and he always kind of looked like an old man.
he really did.
Yeah,
And now his son is like 19 years old.
yeah,
And like I'll probably get his jersey if he's drafted.
yeah.
by the,
And
by
then we'll
the
be watching
Knicks.
his skid before you know it. Blink of an eye.
100%.
Yeah.
Fun fact about the Duke first round matchup playing Siena, Gary McNamara is the coach there, which also makes me feel old.
Wow, I didn't know that actually. Hell yeah.
Where does he rank for your like March Madness sleeper guys?
He
like,
was pretty legendary.
He's pretty legendary.
He made, I think, 6 threes in the first half of his national championship game.
He was a problem.
Yeah, he was.
Pitznagel.
Yeah, another classic.
Yeah.
He's the guy that keeps popping up. We're like, what is he doing now? And
Yeah.
he's like a principal at some high school, I think, which is
I would
perfect.
actually like watch a show like checking in on these guys, like
Yeah.
Jack Gilkey.
Golke,
Gilkey.
yeah.
All right, so we got Duke, heavy favorite so far.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like again last year all 4 Final Four teams were #1 seeds.
Yeah.
I feel like that could happen again this year.
Yeah, it's actually interesting. We were looking at the odds, and it's 16-1 that all 4 1 seeds make the Final Four.
Is that high or low? do you
It
think?
seems like good value.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like I would have guessed it was like a 10-1 or even lower
Yeah.
than that. 16-1 feels like it's worth a flyer.
I mean, who are some of the big Houston could be.
Yeah, the
a bit of
twos
a
are good. Like
problem.
Iowa State and Houston.
UConn.
Purdue won the Big Ten, obviously.
Yeah.
And then I like Arkansas. They just won the SEC.
Arkansas is a good. I think we can touch on them in the sleepers.
Yeah. And
Arizona though, like what do they have? 4 or 5 NBA guys. Like,
yeah. And they
it's just
like
not fair.
they had a little hiccup and then they rolled at the end of the year too. Like I would not be surprised at all if it's 4-1 seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Florida back to back. What do you think the chances are of that?
They're good too. Like they have those
Yeah.
2 big white kids who are athletic and score. Like they came off a loss in the SEC tournament, which you almost like. It's like we
True,
don't need to
like-
win that tournament. Let's go win the next.
I actually kind of agree that like same thing with Michigan where
Yeah.
it's like and UConn too
Yeah.
where it's like you kind of need that one to be like, all right, we're not actually that good. Like
right.
we're not going to get snuck up on in the tournament.
Yeah, it's like we have bigger goals, and it's not the end of the world if you go down a little early.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, so we got some big 1 seeds. Okay, so you're saying Duke is your big favorite here.
I think so.
If
I mean,
it's-
if I had to fill out like gun to my head, I would take all 4 1 seeds.
Yeah.
Which I know sounds cowardly, but
I mean, it is what it is. Era of NIL.
Yeah.
If it's not a 1 seed, who would you take?
I like Arkansas.
Arkansas is fun. Let's talk about Arkansas.
They-
This is like some of the only basketball I watched was this
Yeah.
fucking guy Acuff.
He's unbelievable.
He's so good, dude.
He's unbelievable. It's like you watch these games and you realize that like there are certain kids who can just like take over. Like
Yeah.
I feel like it's just different in college. And this kid, I mean, he's gonna be a star in the NBA.
Yeah.
And at the end of the game, he just like makes every shot. And they're obviously John Calipari. They have a bunch
Yep.
of guys that are gonna be pros. They don't play a lot of D, which is their one problem. But I like a team that can score.
Yeah, and like having one guy just go off,
Yeah.
that can get you through a couple rounds.
Yeah, especially
easily.
a point guard too who can score. Like
He's
that.
just got the ball in his hands every
Yeah,
possession.
And at the
That's
end of the day,
fucking
he
sick.
can win you you win a couple games and he wins you a couple games. Next thing you know, you're in the Final Four.
I know.
Yeah.
How is St. John's only a 5 seed? I don't really understand.
Yeah, that was weird. Like UConn is a 2.
Yeah.
St. John's beat them 2 out of 3 times. St. John's won the Big East regular season against them on a tiebreak and won the championship.
And they kind of beat them pretty handily in that game.
Yeah.
Like
And it's-
UConn didn't play very well, but St. John. I mean, I guess they just can't really score, right?
Yeah, I guess like their non-conference was better, but it seems like those 2 teams are pretty even, and 2 versus 5 seems like kind of steep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 seed seems pretty low for them. I feel like that could be a good little sleeper. I do think it'd be sick if Rick Pitino went on a little run.
I mean, Sweet 16 if you get Pitino against Duke.
I mean, that's must-watch TV.
And then on the other side, if you get Arkansas, you get Arkansas and Calipari versus Arizona, which would be great.
That's a huge matchup.
Those, I think, are the two best potential Sweet 16 matchups.
How old is Rick Pitino at this point?
99. I think he's 73.
Age is not really a thing with him.
73, yeah.
I guess you just do this till you die, right?
Dude, these guys love it.
Like Boeheim was like...
Yeah. They just love it.
Couldn't even really drive at that point.
And then they I feel like think about stopping, and they're just like, what do I do now?
Well, then you die when you stop.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what happened to Joe Paterno.
He literally.
He also had other shit going on, but
he did.
You need to keep going.
Yeah, but if he plays Duke, Shire's 38. He's 73. So
that's
a
crazy.
hell of a matchup.
Shire was in college when we were fucking watching the tournament.
He was a dog.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I would love to see Miami, Ohio go on a little bit of a run.
Me too.
Have you watched any of their basketball?
They played.
I've only been aware of the discourse.
We've watched once they started getting to the point where they were flirting with an epic season. We started watching, but then at the end of the year, they beat Western Michigan on the road by 2, Toledo by 2, Ohio by 2.
There was a lot of tight games when people they were undefeated. Which I mean, I guess it's good to have that experience, but if you're going to be in Miami, Ohio, you need to be blowing the doors off of teams to stand a chance.
Correct.
I do want to see Mick Croner have a little bit of a run. That absolutely, I feel like we're kind of back with electric coaches, just screaming the Hurley brothers.
Yep.
Yell. Did you see that clip maybe last weekend? The two
double
brothers
box?
Side by side.
That was beautiful job by the production team.
That's just production 101.
Somebody deserves a raise because that was cinema.
I think those are solid. I do also like St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, that guy.
The Billikens.
Unreal. Robbie Avila.
Yeah. And I think it's his first time playing in the tournament.
I think it is his first time too, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is a guy that is made for March.
Yeah.
Big man who can pass, probably not going to have a huge NBA career.
Yeah. This is his moment.
Also white.
Yeah. This is his time.
Tyler Hansborough type of vibe.
You got the kid on Queens who only shoots threes. Have you seen those numbers?
Yes, I have seen that.
He's 0 for 4 from 2.
And 200 for 200.
Yeah, he's 50%.
He's 50% from 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's unreal.
That's a guy who you want to see in March.
All right, so who would be your one sleeper? Let's say to be a Cinderella, you got to be below an 11 seed. So we were at my bachelor party. 5 to 11, okay.
And the last night needed Cal Baptist to win their conference.
Interesting.
And I think they're 14. And they have a kid named Dominique Daniels.
13 seed.
Gavin had told me all about. And he started the game 4 for 22. And they were losing by 8 with 2 minutes left. And then it was 3 in a row. Got him into the tournament. They won by 1. And he, I think, averaged, he's one of the top scorers in the country. He's unbelievable. He's he's probably 6 feet tall, lefty. And I feel like he's got the kind of game that could really shock the tournament.
That's also, by the way, such an electric moment on a bachelor party. You're all picking the team.
Yeah.
We were on my friend's bachelor party, and we were watching, Little League World Series.
Mm-hmm.
That was a huge thing. Chinese Taipei or whatever.
Of course.
You got to.
And it was one of those, it was the end of the night, and you kind of needed it, the win, to keep everybody's
you've been drinking
energy
all day.
high.
You're sitting on the couch. AC's going.
A loss would have been pretty devastating.
A loss would have been let's just
But a win gave us, definitely another 90 minutes to chew on.
What about more of what's a mid-tier, maybe a St. John's?
I love St. John's.
5 seed, Arkansas.
I love St. John's. I'm worried about them because they have to play Duke. And I love Arkansas, but I'm worried about Arizona, which is the problem with those 4-5s because then you run into the 1s in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, you almost would rather be a 7.
Yeah, on the bottom of these brackets, I feel like there's more room to make a run, but the 2 seeds are good too.
Yeah.
I mean, Vanderbilt was good in the SEC. They're a 5 to look at.
Okay.
I think VCU is an 11 seed. Was a good upset pick in the first round.
Yep, because they won the A10.
They're good.
The A10.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be tough, dude. These smaller schools are just some of these lines you're oh, they're gonna win, and then you look, the spread's 18.
Right, and in a short game like a college, that's a huge line for college basketball.
Yeah, and if you just have to pick a winner, it's okay, it's kind of silly to take the 18-point
dogs.
Exactly. But you got to throw in a couple.
I want to see LIU.
Of course.
You love a Sharks up. That's a good Cinderella right there.
They're getting 30.5 against Arizona.
30.5 is outrageous.
So that's one you can take. Take the 30 points.
Yeah, you're from the East Coast. LIU is just a hilarious school
Insane.
to be playing Arizona.
And that one guy, he got him in the tournament with the fins up.
You got to have that.
You can start a movement still today.
You really can.
Like that man did.
You really can.
Yeah.
And
So
that's an inspiring thing.
Yeah.
I hear Northern Iowa was scary. That's just what
They are.
I hear.
That's a good first round. I
They're
think
playing
that's
St. John's, though.
Yeah. That spread's not that big.
And maybe we can now transition to some players to watch because I do want to talk about the BYU kid.
Yes.
Is he confirmed not going pro? Like, what's
I
his
feel
deal?
like whenever this happens, they always go.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like kids always are saying they're coming back, and then they never do.
Yeah.
So I don't believe him.
Why wouldn't he go? Like,
yeah, like I get
mean,
it.
how
Like
much
you are getting paid a lot to be in college. You obviously get paid a lot more to be in the NBA.
yeah, but also like it's going to BYU. It's a rare situation where you can have more fun out of college.
Right.
Like you can't drink.
Yeah, it's not
you
like
can't
his
have
life
fucking
is that
coffee
sick.
at BYU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's.
Remember they had that kid had sex with
and he got kicked
the
off the
Jimmer
team.
for that
For
year,
that team,
right? His
yeah.
like co-captain.
Yeah. And they kicked
That's
him off the team.
insane.
Yeah.
You got to stand for something, I guess.
Yeah, you do.
Imagine this fucking #1 pick potential guy gets kicked off for
They he had a girl in his room. Throw him out. Throw him out of the school.
Some other legal issues. The Alabama kid.
Yes.
He had almost like 2.2.
Yeah, 2.1 pounds of weed.
Like he was one thing below.
That's a lot of weed.
That's a lot.
And he
of
said he
weed.
was just smoking it. And if he
was
was,
just
God bless
smoking.
him.
God
He loves it. And I think he had gotten like pulled over a week before or something.
Yeah.
And then they like searched his house a week later, which makes me think he probably could have gotten rid of it.
Yeah, that's plenty of time. I
But-
mean, that is a lot of weed. I mean, he was only smoking it.
Yes,
So he was
of
just
course.
smoking his way through it.
God, he must have been high.
He must have been so high. I mean, that sucks 'cause I think he's their second leading scorer. And I think.
still feel like there's a will and there's a way with guys like this.
You think he'll still play?
No, but wouldn't say it's impossible.
Yeah. Like 3 weeks down the line.
Yeah, it's
Start
just
to see
weed.
people forget about
It's just
it.
weed.
It is just weed.
just
To be
smoking
to
pot.
honestly, to be totally fair, it is just
Yeah,
weed.
exactly.
But Hofstra
Yep.
playing them, that could be fun.
Yeah, I've seen people talking about Hofstra, especially now if Alabama's missing this guy because he's like their second leading scorer.
Yeah. Pride of
Purdue, they're a 2 seed, but they have a big guy, Oscar Clough,
Okay.
who looks like kind of a big mountain man who's got
Just
some like
Purdue has this every year.
twinkle toes down low, which I love.
I love a twinkle toes.
He can really, he can kill you with footwork. I mean, look at him.
Wow.
This is what Marsh looks like.
This is my Australian too.
And Oscar Clough.
Clough is a cool name.
That's a name you can get behind.
That's-
There was a lot of get the ball to Clough talk this week.
Get the ball to Clough.
Yeah.
I'm
And
gonna be screaming that a lot.
They look good.
Any other fun players that we should keep an eye on?
Dominique
Blue
Daniels is my
guys.
guy. I think Darius Acuff is the guy to watch. Like, he's unbelievable in terms of, like, pro talent. Dukes, obviously, they're all good. Like, Boozer's incredible.
TJ Power from Penn.
TJ Power. Who's the
45
kid
points
who
is a
shoots all the
lot.
threes? Chase Johnson. He's made 64 threes this year and 0 twos.
Unreal.
That's what
Also,
March
High
is all
Point
about.
they actually make the tournament a pretty decent amount.
Yeah, I
That's
remember.
like the most fun school ever.
Yeah, it's got
It's
all
sick.
the makings. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
they have 10 pools like in the middle of their campus.
Yeah, that's living. But I think, they were a big upset pick last year, and they lost in the first round. But now they're playing Wisconsin, who's pretty good.
Okay.
So that's going to be another good first-round matchup, another 5-12 to watch.
All right, what is your one big first round upset that someone can take listening to this podcast?
I think VCU. It's not like a huge upset on the spread, but it's an 11-6. They're playing North Carolina.
Okay.
I think North Carolina's missing some guys. They kind of like limped into the tournament. VCU looks good. I think Hofstra.
Hofstra could be
Sleeper
exciting.
alert.
Yep.
Alabama plays like kind of a high wire game, really fast tempo, can shoot themselves out of games, which I always
Okay.
like with an upset pick.
All right.
Because if you're missing threes, anything can happen.
100%.
So it's a little,
Could go either way.
yeah, it could go either way. South Florida, Louisville is a good game. Cal Baptist, my 13 seed, I have to take them to honor
Gotta
the
take.
fellas.
I think it's gonna be Cal Baptist.
Yeah.
I'm gonna join this.
There we go.
I'm part of this now.
And I'm telling you, this kid's electric. He's like
Done.
He's got to be 5'10", lefty, and he's not.
That's what March is all about.
He's got no fear.
All right, one tip for people like filling out their brackets, like don't overthink it. Like, what's your vibe when you do a bracket? Are you
I
tinkering?
honestly, I'm like, it's just so hard nowadays. Like, I don't know whether you underthink it or overthink it.
I try to underthink it.
I think stick to one.
Okay, stick
It's
to
the
one.
best because you don't want to be the guy that's got like 6 brackets.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, well, I had this in this one, and this
And
in
it's
this
like, oh, very cool, man.
So that would be my advice.
Oh,
Stick to one,
awesome.
and the winner is the most important thing. Because it's the
Fair.
only way you can win is if you pick a winner.
Fair.
So maybe try to pick a school that like no one else is going to pick, because if they're alive, you're alive type of deal.
Yeah.
Because if everybody picks Duke, then you need to hit the rest of the picks. So maybe if there's a team you'd like that has a chance to go the distance.
I keep hearing that. It's like if you want to win your pool, like you got to pick teams that other people don't pick. But it's like last year there was 4 1 seeds, so it's like you would just be out of the fucking bracket.
Right. So that year it probably came down to like
about?
Everybody's first round. You know, like if
Exactly.
everybody had the same Final Four, then it's
or who picked the right winner of the 4.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Izzy, what do you do when you go through brackets?
Mainly colors.
Colors is good.
Colors, yeah.
Colors is
Sometimes
good.
if I like the name of a certain school.
I feel like a lot of times I'm like, if someone I went to high school with went to the college, or like I worked with someone and they went here,
that's good.
do I like them or not?
Yep.
And that's kind of
so I won a pool in my dad's office when I was like 9 years old.
Really?
I think UConn won in 2001, or maybe it was 1999. And I was 7, and I don't think I've won since.
And that's honestly how it works.
There's a picture of me with no teeth.
All day.
I had like no teeth, and I was holding like $800 bills, and I literally don't think I've won since. So that should tell you everything.
There you go.
After 30 years of research and pouring my heart and soul, it hasn't helped at all.
100%.
So go with your gut.
Go with your gut. Trust your gut.
Yeah. Think like a 7-year-old.
Yeah, honestly, if you have like a nephew or cousin, call him up.
Yeah, call him up. He probably's got a phone now.
Yeah.
Although those kids are probably
He's
too old
better
nowadays.
at his phone than you are.
Ready to find a
honestly.
2-year-old.
He's streaming already. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, brother. Thanks for joining us.
Hell yeah. Good luck.